Okay, let's go.
Us making Bongbong Marcos win and fuck up doesn't mean that you are correct. Si Pinoy nga, ganun rin naman yung nangyari. Pumalpak si Pinoy ng bonggang-bongge. Nanisi ba mga Duterte supporters dun sa mga taong bumoto kay Pinoy? Hindi.
Hindi, kaso siniraan na lang ni Duterte yung mga kakampings, yung mga dilaw, di ba? Buong presidency niya, panay ang tira sa pinks para hindi na makabalik talaga. Yun nga lang ngayon, nagka-resurgence kasi nga, nakita nila, mas worse pa pala yung Duterte. And nakikita natin ngayon, worse din yung Marcos. So, hindi na kayang i-justify na ibabalik pa si Sara Duterte by 2028. Now kasi, they are trying to fast-track the process through the resignation of Marcos. Parang kailangan nila kasi ng massive public support. And when I say massive, most of NCR, most of Luzon will join the call for resignation. Ang problema lang, it's not gonna happen kasi equally despicable din si Sara Duterte. Sorry, sa 2028 na lang, Joey. Hindi nyo kayang i-fast track yan eh. Kasi dito, meron siyang mga sasabihin na it doesn't sit well. Let's go.
Because that's just how the cookie crumbles. Hindi yun kasalanan ng bumoto. Kami ang naloko dito eh. Why are you victim blaming here? Bakit hindi nyo awayin yung tao na hindi ginawa ang kanyang pinangako? Parang
kasi kayo yung nag-upo eh. So bakit naman namin kung iba yung legislative agenda niya, kung iba yung agenda nung yung kanyang gobyerno, that's not the fault of the voters. That's the fault of the one sitting down. Okay? Ngayon, ang problema lang, yes, kung ang nangyari is nagawa ng maayos yung agenda ni Marcos. Halimbawa, sa flood control, hindi ganun kalala yung nakawan. In such a way na, let's say, yung nakawan is hindi grabe. Kasi alam naman natin na may SOP na 20%. Okay? So, kunyari, ang nakawan lang is 20% lang. Ibig sabihin, most of the flood control projects would be working right now. Problema kasi 80 to 100% eh. Kaya nagalit si Marcos. Di ba? He was the one who started the flood control issue. Credits to him. Problema, kung babalik sa kanya yon, then babalik sa kanya yon. Gets? Now, etong si Joey, galit na galit kasi nga, ang mga tao, hindi kasi nagma-Marcos resign. Kasi a Marcos resignation would imply Sara Duterte would sit. And that doesn't sit well with other people. Especially to the people na hindi naman gusto si Sara to begin with. Why would we give you that opportunity, Joey? Why? You are asking a massive groundswell of support from people who has work. Okay? May trabaho ang kakampings. 9 to 5, yung mga nagtatrabaho sa mga corporate offices and people na nagbabayad ng income tax. So do you want them to disrupt their lives for Sara Duterte to sit down? Si Sara Duterte kasi is being pegged a solution for the massive corruption in our country. She's not. Ano yan? Parang medicine, one fixed solution. Maayos ba lahat ng flood control pag umupo si Sara Duterte? Ang mangyayari lang, i-revamp lang yung itsura ng gobyerno, yung mga USEC and all of this. We're going through that process again. The government is working. It's not working at its maximum kasi maraming allegations. Pero instead of trying to overhaul it, tingnan lang natin kung sino yung mga korap. Nangako naman si Marcos and tinutupad niya naman. At this point in time, yung pinsan niya is already being investigated, si Martin Romualdez. Yung mga iba niyang kakampi, iniimbestigahan na rin. So, why is it that biglang mali yung kailangan mag-resign siya and change everything for one person's benefit? Kasi isang tao lang magbe-benefit dyan eh. Hindi antayin na lang ng 2028. Why now? Ba't kailangan ngayon? What's the point of doing that now? Tuloy.
For you to say na mali yung binoto natin, ang kapal ng mukha ninyo to think that voting Lenny is the right vote. Oh. Delusional kayo dun sa part na yon.
Delusional ka din sa part mo na papayag kami dun sa rational mo na iupo si VP Sara just because may corruption dito. What are the chances na pag si Sara yung uupo, maaayos lahat ng problema ng Pilipinas? What are the chances of that happening? Wala. Iba lang na magiging amo, magiging China ulit. Oh. Dito, yeah, medyo mabait sa Amerika. Pero at least you're not getting harassed dun sa at least nabibigyan mo ng peace of mind yung mga mangingisda doon na pinaglalaban mo talaga. That's the difference. That's the big difference. Okay, let's go.
Kaya kami galit ngayon kay Bongbong Marcos dahil ang kanyang mga policy is very very similar doon sa plataforma ni Lenny. Ano ba yung plataforma ni Lenny?
Ano?
Di ba nangako yan nung eleksyon na sangkaterbang ayuda? Palalawa.
Hindi, ang platform ni Lenny doon, hindi naman ayuda para sa lahat. Sa gobyernong tapat, lahat angat. Di ba? Angat buhay. Di ba yun? Gobyernong tapat. That's the basic platform. Yung sa inyo, unity. Okay? Tapos, pagka after a year, nagkawatak-watak na. 'Di ba? Yung isa literal na walang plataforma. Ano yung plataforma ng mga DDS at saka ng Marcoses nung panahon nung election? Wala. Unity. Uniteam. Oh, anyari, hiwa-hiwalay. And now you're asking the 15 million solid na lumabas para sa inyo for the benefit of one person. It's not gonna happen. Kung merong delusional dito, hindi ka campings yun. Ikaw yun. At saka yung mga propagandang pinapakalat mo. Girl, let's go.
Akin ang mga ayuda sa mga walang trabaho, ayuda sa...
Wrong. Walang ganon, okay? Kung magkaroon man ng ayuda, it's the 4-piece. Diba? Ang 4-piece naman, gumagana yan eh. Isa si Dilima, tsaka si Trillanes na nagsulat niyan eh. Nung mga senador pa sila eh. Oh. Wag mong gobyernong tapat, yun yung sa kanila. Sige nga, ano yung plataforma ni Marcos? Di ba tinulungan nyo? Di ba unity lang?
Sa mga kinemikin, di ba yun yung mga AKAP, AX?
Oh, so, hindi, si Marcos ang may kasalanan nun. Si Marcos at Romualdez ang may kasalanan nun. Hindi si Lenny. Why would you imply or why would you assume that Lenny will do the same? She won't. Paano ko nalaman? Siyempre, hindi siya nakaupo eh. Hindi ko rin alam eh. Totoo lang. Pero malamang sa malamang, she would have a different agenda pag siya yung umupo. Pero we will never know that. Alam nyo kung bakit siya nanalo eh. So why are you still blaming her for your stupidity? Stupidity kasi yun eh. Naniwala kayo kay Marcos eh. Oh. Tapos ngayon, na nakaupo siya, then we're okay with this. Ako, personally, I would not go outside, but I will ask for accountability. How will you get accountability? Number one is you prosecute. How do you do that? You go through the judicial system of this country. Si Marcos naman yung nag-start nung proseso eh. 'Di ba? Siya naman talaga. We won't even have this conversation kung hindi yan ipapaputokin ni Marcos. Meron ba kayong ganyan? Last year, 'di ba wala? Tuloy.
Kaya kami buisit na buisit kay Bongbong Marcos kasi yung mga policies ni BBM ngayon is very very similar to the intention of Lenny Robredo.
No, gobyernong tapat nga eh. Ang sinabi ba niya, gobyernong tapat, may ayuda ang lahat. Hindi naman ganoon, 'di ba? Sa gobyernong tapat, angat buhay lahat. That was the idea, kaya nga may NGO na angat. You stupid. You stupid girl. Hindi ko alam kung paano niya hinuhugot tong mga bullshit na to. It's total bullshit yung sinasabi niya. Tuloy.
Lenny Robredo, tuta ng Amerika. Bongbong Marcos, tuta ng Amerika. So,
yung isa, tuta ng China. Quits.
Ngayon, nag-iilusyon kayo to say na si Lenny ang tamang boto. Lenny Robredo.
No, that is the opinion of the kakampings. It's not an illusion, okay? Kasi I can equally say that to you. Na delusional ka for even thinking that Sara Duterte will solve all these issues sa ating gobyerno. Tandaan mo, yung tatay niya, umamin na maraming ghost projects. Maraming ghost projects sa DSWD nung panahon niya. Headline yon, okay? And yung build na ang nakinabang mga contractor and yung number one contractor during the time of Duterte ay ang mga Diskaya. Oh, these are facts, Joey. It's not just basic assumption. These are facts of the matter. Now, you're telling me na si Robredo yung problema? No, the problem is you guys, mga DDS, for trusting the Marcoses. You have been warned, never again. But, inupo nyo. Now, we have to live, all of us here, sa bansa natin, will live with the consequences of a Marcos regime. I do not want to change it because that will be taxing for everyone to have another change in government. A change in government will have significant effect on the people. How do I say it? Lahat ng undersecretary, papalitan. Yung house na ngayon, at least very solid sa Pangulo, papalitan yan. Or maiiba yung structure nun at iba na yung mga kongresista na sipsip sa Pangulo, sa ibang Pangulo naman sisipsip. And ang maaapektuhan yan ay Pilipino. Okay? Do not stop trying to destabilize this country. Kung merong delusional dito, it's you. It's you and your propaganda. Pangit na eh. Sloppy na yung propaganda nyo. Miski ako, nababasag ko na eh. Anyway, let's wrap up.
Is a clear mistake. Si Bongbong Marcos is a mistake na nakatago, nagmaskara. Kaya nga kami nabuduli. Kasi tinago niya yung intention niya. Kayo, straight up, bumoto ng bobo. Pagdating ng eleksyon, you are only...
Mas bobo ka. Hindi mo na figure out. Kasi kami sinasabi namin never again. That was the call. Marcos magnanakaw. We know that Bongbong Marcos or the family of Bongbong Marcos is mired in under corruption. That's why we did not vote for him. But you guys, ngayon na convenient na, nag-a-agree na kayo doon sa sinasabi ng mga campings during the 2022 election. You guys are now siding with us kasi it's convenient now to call him magnanakaw kasi pasok sa propaganda nyo. It's not... Joey. You're very eloquent but I think you lack critical thinking sa ganito. Huwag mong i-twist yung narrative. You are at fault. You guys are at fault for helping the leadership of Marcos. Okay? Kung merong dapat sisihin dito, ikaw yon. Do not figure a delusion na pag si Sara ang umupo, everything will be fixed. It's not. Okay? Hindi ganun kasimple yon. Hindi to one fixed solution. Pero kung naniniwala ka dyan, pinaninindigan mo yan, by 2028, please vote for Sara Duterte. Doon tayo magkita. Magkita tayo sa finals. Wag ngayon. Let this government rot for until or at least fester. Wag rot, fester. Yun yung tamang word dun eh. Let it fester hanggang sa 2028. Let's see. Baka kasi meron pang move si Presidente Marcos na would help us see na talagang yung intentions niya are clean or maayos. Kasi, look, pati yung pinsan niya ngayon, inihimbestigahan na. And kung sasampahan ng kaso si House Speaker Romualdez, then that's good. Ibig sabihin talaga, walang kinikilingan, walang kinakampihan si Presidente Marcos. Kasi he wants to leave a legacy better than his father has. Okay? So, I'll give the man the chance. Kung baga sabi nga ng mga Gen Z dyan na nanonood, let him cook. Yun lang naman po yung sa akin for today. Gege mga lod.